We have some crisps here that are hot honey flavored. Sam thought I bought them by accident, but I definitely bought them on purpose. And I'm trying them right now. And the hot part's fine. It is very strange to eat a potato chip and taste honey. That is just strange. Oh. Yeah, it's weird. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be getting as far as we can in Mermaid Mask. I talked with Sam, and we're going to try to have a longer stream tomorrow. He's going to do drop off and pick up for kiddo. So we should be able to do a nice long stream tomorrow since our streams have been so short this week and a little bit short the last week as well. So yeah, if we don't get through the game today, which I kind of expect we won't, we'll have plenty of time tomorrow to finish it up. I did see which game won the poll. So it sounds like after this, we are going to be playing Scarlet Deer Inn. We loved the demo of that game. I'm not surprised that that's what won. Some horror Metroidvania vibes with the embroidery texture in the art. Very cool. Very cool. And the demo hooked me, so I'm really excited to play it. Did you hear Sam's controversial opinion on how geese don't know how to love? I didn't, but can I be real with you? It doesn't sound like a take that it's going to be too spicy, really. A life with the geese that we had, I think would turn most people against geese, unfortunately. But I'll tell you what, guys. Turkeys? I know I've said a lot of good things about turkeys, but I'm going to continue. I don't think I can say enough good things about turkeys. They are so cute. They're so cute and so gentle, and they love people. They're like really social. I love the noises they make. Turkeys are awesome, man. I was talking with my mother-in-law, and she was like, I kind of love them more than chickens now. Like, I get it. They're so great. Oh. Benjamin Franklin was right. Turkeys should have been the national bird. You know what's really cute is Rodney, our like adult turkey. He like has completely taken to being a dad because we have the 3 baby turkeys. And he like does this cute thing with his wings where he like ushers them into places for safety, and he always makes sure he knows where all of them are. Cuz the baby turkeys will do little like beep 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 noises to try and figure out where everybody is. If they feel like they're lost, they'll go beep 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 beep, and it's so cute. The second one of them beep beep beeps, he's like I'm over here, my child. It's so cute. It's so cute. He's such a good dad. Elaine could not give a fuck. Our other adult turkey is like, wow, those are 3 adorable children that you have, and you exclusively. Rodney's the one that got on the roof, yeah. But now we know more about turkeys. Now we know that if something in their brain tells them it's about to get dark, they climb as high as they can because instincts tell them if they don't get up high, something's gonna eat them. Yeah, it's cute. It's cute, man. Turkeys, they're very cute. I like them a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's hop into Mermaid Mask. Wee woo, wee woo. We're hopping into Mermaid Mask. We're doing it right now. If you don't want to be spoiled, then run away. Oh, also, it was really last minute. But I was on ERB's stream from Hololive VN. I was on her stream with Kelly, Mirage. The three of us played Fortnite last night at like midnight. I was literally about to go to bed. I was getting ready to go to bed and I got a message from them like, hey bro, you up? You want to play Fortnite? And I had just deleted that goddamn game. So I was like, I mean, I'll reinstall it. So I reinstalled Fortnite in the middle of the night and then played with them on stream for like a hot minute, like an hour or so. But it was so fun. The vibes were so good. But yeah, if you are an ERB fan, don't get jump scared by me. Don't get jump scared by me. Also, I think Mini Mushy has about 5 hours left on it. We've almost reached the end. Yeah, oh my gosh, we're at 523. Whoa. Man, what a journey. What a journey with Mini Mushy. I'm excited to get mine and then make her weird plush accessories. Okay. Mermaid Mask, part 4. For those of you who have played, we are just now starting chapter 3. You know what's so cool? The point that we're at in the game, in the other games, this would have been the end. You know? This would have been the end. You interview everybody, you interrogate everybody, you find out some like new bit of information, and then you're like, oh, that's what happened. And then the game ends. With this one, we've interviewed everybody, we've interrogated everybody, and then the person who called us there is suddenly like, actually, never mind. Never mind, you're fired. Kicks us off the submarine. Amazing. Amazing. So good. And now we have lots of fun stuff to do. A couple of things were very specifically pointed out as like, well, we can't do that while we're underwater. And I was like, so you're telling me we're gonna not be underwater at some point? So yeah, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? We return to the Mortuga submarine. Boop. We're 59% of the way through. We've met everybody. We've found all of the items. We've interrogated everyone. And now we've been kicked off of the sub. Yeehaw. Okay, they're all in there. So we want to go here? Ooh, a checklist. A checklist of places to look in. While they're all there being weirdos, talking about something, we want to go here. Yes, what's over here? Yes, I'm so excited.
Are those? They can't be. Wouldn't they get washed away?
It almost looks like they're burned into the wood. They're permanent.
Holy... Grimoire, there's a giant wooden woman tied to the back of the submarine.
I was wondering if they kept this. I half expected to find it inside the submarine somewhere, but it's too big to fit in the storeroom, I guess.
Is this game really quiet to you guys?
It's the figurehead.
New item. Wait. More items now? Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new items to find. Oh my gosh. The other ore?
Or what?
Ore. It's the other ore.
From the rowing boat on the foredeck. What's it doing over here?
Tadpole told us she threw it over here.
And it got stuck in the wall. And hasn't moved since.
Seems like it.
There's another one.
It's the mast.
It's been snapped in half, and it's leaning to one side.
A bad storm, maybe?
We arrived at the submarine just before sunrise.
And now it's sunset.
It's the aft deck.
It doesn't look anything like the foredeck.
Of course not.
Of course not, because it's made out of old stuff.
What's this?
I don't know what it's called, but I think that's where you attach the wheel.
The ship's wheel?
Yeah. Is this all that's left of the sail? That's kind of sad.
Old rigging.
It's kind of slimy.
Okay, but surely we're supposed to find something here.
It's the aft deck.
It doesn't look...
Of course not.
Oh.
What? You just said something.
No, I didn't.
But... Never mind.
Oh. How are we gonna get down here? Oh, we just snuck by. Okay.
It's a real, actual treasure chest.
Let's open it.
Hold on. I'm just savoring the moment. And done.
Oh gosh. Move the flags and pirates to the correct keyholes. Oh, these have to be here. Okay, that's looking at the right one now. Is it like they can't be, none of them can be in each other's way or something?
Nope.
So, there's 12 big keyholes. Those are for pirate keys. And each pirate key is itself a keyhole for the smaller flag keys.
I noticed the pirates can rotate, too.
Oh. I see. You can remove these. I see now. So that's What's the pattern on that one? Which looks the most like that. And then this one. This would be yellow. That should be blue, I think.
I guess that's wrong.
For each pirate key, there's a flag key, but the pirate keys also need to be in the right positions, in relation to the colored lighthouses.
Right. This is kind of finicky. I thought that they would just have to be looking at the right thing.
Nothing.
I think the flags represent views, as seen by the pirates.
Mm-hmm. Specifically when a certain pirate is looking at a certain lighthouse.
Right, which I've already done. I guess. Oop. What does the circle mean? It needs to be in the center. Brother!
Nothing.
I think the
Mm-hmm. Specifically when a certain
Oh my gosh, I got it. He would see it through a circle because he's got that. He'll only see half because he's got an eye patch. What's your deal? He's got a hat on. Okay. Hey! Swap! Thank you. I'm still not sure.
Got it.
Okay.
nice work. What's inside?
Ouch.
What happened?
I cut my finger. There's something sharp in there.
Oh. A pile of assorted ocean-themed treasure located in a chest in the dome tank.
I guess it was the coral that's sharp. It's weird. It's like crystal. What's wrong with you?
It's actually treasure. Coins, pearls, gems. Standard treasure.
You were hoping for something else?
I assumed to be something weird. Something confusing. Something to turn the case on its head, you know?
What if it is?
And don't touch that door. It goes right out into the ocean.
I doubt you could open it if you wanted to. It's probably pressure locked while the room is drained of water.
But if the room was full of water,
Then yeah, you could use it to go outside. There's a drain here.
that must be how the room fills and empties itself with water. Rocks, complete with their own barnacles, seaweed, and starfish.
I assume they're decorative, but they're real.
It's the ladder.
It wasn't easy to climb down, but it'll be even harder to climb back up.
I guess it'd be easier if it was full of water. You know, you could just swim to the top.
I'll stick with the ladder.
Rocks, complete.
I assume they're decorative.
Okay.
Why is there an upside-down dome attached to the bottom of the submarine?
I guess it's a bit like a glass-bottom boat.
So it's just for looking out into the ocean?
Maybe.
Okay. Where else do we want to look? Maybe here. What's going on in here?
Now Cynthia's not here, we can finally take a closer look at that jacket.
Oh my gosh, all of the places where we were told we couldn't look. So we can go to Mariana Moon and look in her
We
tent?
could, but it's still locked behind glass.
There must be some way to get at it. Now there's an electronic panel over here. Some kind of switch, maybe?
Oh my gosh, drag the metal pieces into the correct positions. Huh?
That's not it.
So we've got to move the 6 panels to cover up the circuit board. There's a way to rotate them too, but it's kind of indirect.
Is there? Is there now? It's kind of indirect. How do we know where they go? Is this like a they colors just can't touch each other kind of puzzle, or what? Okay, no matter when I do that, it doesn't actually do anything. Oh. Uh-huh. Okay. Huh? Okay. No, not all of them have to do that.
Oh, that was it.
Okay.
Nice work.
Oh.
I've been dying to check in the pockets of this thing. Oh, hey, there's something bulky in here.
Oh, it's a radio.
It's just like that one we found in the captain's cabin. Well, almost.
Oh. Huh? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Reunite the handheld radios. Okay. Now we gotta go here. I'm trying to think where else we were like told off for looking.
It's Mariana's tent, and she's not here to stop us looking inside.
So, is there anything in there?
Yep, a mushroom puzzle box.
A what?
Oh my gosh! Mushrooms! Rotate the sun. Select the correct number combination. Huh? Rotate the sun. Ooh. Illuminite. Evergleam. Nevergleam? Oh, how many there are of each. I see. I see what it's asking. So nevergleams are going to be ones that don't glow. Okay. So how many glow in the sun? Illuminate. How many glow all the time? How many glow in the sun? I know I'm covering stuff, but it says day glow, evergleam, illuminite, and nevergleam. So evergleam, I assume, means glows all the time. Nevergleam means never glows. Illuminite means glows in the dark. And day glow means glows in the day, right? So we're just trying to figure out how many there are, I guess, of each. Three, 5. Yeah, okay. So never gleams, there are 5. Ones that always glow. Two. Okay. Only glows during the day. 4.
Hey, I did it.
Yes. I'm impressed. It opened.
What's in there?
It's a little plastic thing. Oh, wait, I know what this is. It's a tape from Mariana's dictaphone.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oops.
Hello, who's this?
My name is Magnus Mortuga.
Oh, yeah? Just happen to have my number, do you? Listen, buddy.
I'm not lying to you. You and I share a mutual acquaintance, and she has informed me of your skill set. I wish to hire you, and I believe I have something I can offer in payment.
I'm listening. What are you after?
I'm in need of information. Information about a woman named Felicia Stonetop. I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you. Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage. It doesn't open that way, it slides out at the side. Let me do it. There's something inside. Wait, what's this?
Oh, how to open the box.
That recording. It's Mortuga opening the black box.
It's what Mariana said she recorded while she was in the control room.
And just like she said, Mortuga's having a one-sided conversation.
I think it's missing half the audio. If only we could hear the whole thing.
Even as it is, I'd say this is a pretty important discovery.
Oh?
We finally know how to open the black box.
Do we?
Yep, it's no wonder.
I like the idea that we're just walking by them. Like, excuse me, pardon me.
Maybe there is a way to...
It slides out at the side. Let me do it.
The box that was actually really easy to open. That's so funny, dude.
It's a film reel.
The rain is incessant, but it's oddly localized, like a local biome. Fluid. What I believe to be amniotic fluid is being diluted. I'm curious to see what happens. We believe it was born here long ago. How long, I cannot say. We found traces of its pilgrimage to the south. It's barren for some miles until, of course, you near the coast. Follow the line and you'd come to a small settlement known as Silkworm. It may be endangered, or it may hold a position of insight. I'm not sure. I'd like to suggest one of you travel there and find out. Faustus, I thought perhaps this might interest you in particular. Ask for a man named Solomon Stonetop.
It's a scroll.
Oh my gosh. The other half of the thingy. Calorus, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, guys. Hello, hello. We are in chapter 4 of this game. Run away if you need to. But otherwise, you are more than welcome. I know you wanted the coordinates, but I don't know them. This is all you get. If you don't know how to make use of it, that's your problem, not mine. We put it all back where we found it, with the exception of the key, which, as you're well aware, has been safely around my neck ever since. Remember, it destroyed my father within a few short years. He was a man of sturdy constitution too, or he had been. Before we found it, before she spoke to us, a wise man would simply put the entire thing out of his mind.
Yeah, I know.
Should we put it back together?
All in good time. It's an envelope.
A black-edged mourning envelope found in the black box. It's been ripped open at the side and is currently empty. Schmizzers. Governor Faustus Fellow and Selena Stone Top. Governor's Manor, Fellow Estate, Ponder Hill, Silkworm on Sea.
It's empty.
Those black edges.
Yeah, it's a mourning envelope. It's used to send news of someone's death.
You know, maybe we should go back to the mess hall.
I thought we were avoiding it. Everyone's in there right now.
Yeah, well, that's exactly why it might be useful.
Sure, I guess. Sure, I guess. Hi, everybody.
Everyone's in here. I don't think they spotted us.
Let's stay back here. Maybe we can listen in on what they're each talking about.
Eavesdropping?
I never used that word, but yeah.
No, I'm. When you put it like that, I possibly nothing to the
Jazz Pop wouldn't let me swim in her pool, even if the detective was home.
Who's go out on the deck? I'm not. Honestly,
Maybe I should start blocking my door.
Safely concealed by my bookcase.
And in the black box, in the detective's sleep. You get back to business, right? When that was good.
How it's still in the pocket of Mom's jacket.
Even if the detective
Something behind his bookshelf? Which one? Over here?
Let's take another look at this bookshelf. Why don't you reach in? Maybe there's a switch or something on the other side?
Why don't you?
Because I absolutely do not want to.
Ugh.
Reach
Here
in.
it goes. Got it.
Yay!
The bookcase moved. It was a secret door. Sally, you must be thrilled.
My secret door quota is well on the way to being met.
Yay, new room, new room, new room! Brother...
Is that what I think it is?
I want to take a closer look at it, but it's locked behind glass. Trinkets.
Keepsakes.
Curios.
Ephemera.
Yeah, good one.
Where are
What's
these?
that? A letter?
2 letters.
Oh, ooh. 2 handwritten letters found in the Cabinet of Curiosity. The letters are written on notepaper, branded with the Stone Top Inn logo. Dear Zacharias, how is your research going? Have you made any new discoveries about dreams? Silkworm has been quiet recently. I may be going on a trip soon, an ocean voyage. Felicia has been trying to get a hold of a particular map. She says it will lead to something really strange and interesting. She says it's something that could change our lives. I'm apprehensive about it. I think I like my life the way it is. Magnus. Dear Zacharias, the voyage turned out to be ill-fated. Since returning, I've been quite ill. I'm recovering, but I'm now afflicted with a peculiar recurring dream, and I've drawn a picture. Felicia sold the ship and left town. I believe she took the opportunity to do these things while I was bedbound, so that I could not argue with her. I cannot fault her this strategy. I would have demanded answers from her had I been able. In pursuit of the answers I seek, I have entered into a peculiar agreement, and soon I too will be leaving town. In fact, I will be staying on board a submarine for a time. And now the reason for this letter, I would like to request that you accompany me on this venture. You could bring your equipment, continue your studies on board, there's plenty of space, and the voyage may even afford you unique research opportunities. If you are willing, return to Silkworm as soon as possible. When you arrive, I shall already be housed on the submarine moored in the dock. Important, go to the Stone Top Inn and retrieve the large stone cauldron from the cellar. Conceal it amongst your supplies and bring them all on board at the same time. I will meet you on board. You can set up what is currently the infirmary, and I shall take on the cauldron from you a little later on. What's that?
I don't know what this is, but I can't seem to look away.
Sally.
Hmm?
You are getting hypnotized.
Really? Cool.
Sally,
Is
no.
that what I...
Okay, we can't get into that.
Hey, it's a crystal ball.
On a normal day, that'd be worth a look. But I think we've already hit our crystal ball capacity. It's an armillary sphere.
Usually the rings are set around the Earth or the sun, but this one has a little clawed foot in the center.
I don't have the mental capacity to consider the implications of that.
Why can't we shake the letters? A great question.
This looks like one of those metal masks they used to make prisoners wear.
When did they do that?
You know, the olden times.
Right. Is it a mask?
I'm not sure, but if you laid it down flat, you could use it as a sundial.
True.
Hang on, is that?
Is that from the swamp?
Yeah, it's Boggy. The swamp monster from Boggy's Bog. Don't panic, it's just a wax model.
We can't seem to get away from this guy.
Cute. Examine the boggy head. Yes! Cute.
Oddities.
Knickknacks.
Doodads.
Assorted.
Nice.
Okay.
Hello? Hex?
Is he still asleep?
Hello.
Oh.
Sorry, you startled me.
Hex is my friend. I may be of help. His thoughts and memories are wrought visible upon his skin. Surely you wish for him to think upon the last time he saw Magnus Mortuga.
Yeah, sounds good. What's she doing? She's just tapping the glass.
Shh.
It is done.
Thanks.
I was never here.
Wait, where'd she go?
Never mind that.
She
Take
was
a
never
look at
here.
this.
Didn't you hear her? Yeah.
Maybe it's time we took another look at this iron bell.
So, we've been calling it a bell this whole time.
It's not a bell at all. It's a mechanism that connects to another clue.
It connects to this. This slots into this to lock or unlock
The
the
hanging
cauldron.
part slots into the shape on the lid to lock or unlock the cauldron.
If the bell attaches onto the top of the cauldron, then it must be possible to move it down into the room below, into the illusion theater.
What are you suggesting? We carry it along the hallway, down the ladder, along another hallway?
No, there's gotta be some simple way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there a trapdoor
Let's
in
take
here?
another look at this room. Should we move the table?
I'll let you do that.
Should we move the rug? Me again, huh?
Me again, huh?
Should we move the lid?
I can take this one.
Wow, thanks. It's open.
Hey.
Looks like it's exactly the right size for the bell to go through.
So what now? Do we just turn the rope winch ourselves?
I guess we could, but it's probably easier if we use the handle.
I don't see a handle.
That's because it's not in this room.
Ah.
Is it in this room? Excuse us, pardon us. We were never here.
You don't want to take another look in here?
I do. But let's finish the checklist.
Oh. Is it in here?
A lantern. It's been a while since it was lit. A lantern. It's been a while since it was lit.
haven't completed what we needed to do with those?
There's a bunch of little skulls down.
This is a puzzle. Ah! Swap the positions of the set labels and... Oh, some of them watto. Oh, there are 4 with that nose. Only 3 that rattle. There's also only 3 with eyeballs? Jaws, 4 with noses. Three red, 3 with antlers, 3 that rattle. But I only see 2 with moons. No, he has to be up there, because Jaws. Tap to rotate them. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, great.
Oh, that was it.
Nice work.
Now what?
I had it. Perfect. A strange leather mask known as the mermaid's tongue found in the cabinet of curiosity. Okay. Gather the clues for real this time. Okay, and there's something else in here that I didn't do, apparently. Oh no, this is the donut. In here?
Well, Tadpole's not here.
Thus, you're free to start breaking her belongings.
What? That's so funny.
Now we can finally take a proper look at this.
In a small room within the bowels of the ship, his lifeless body lies in the shadow of an ancient stone cauldron. The cauldron's heavy iron lid has never been unlocked. It has never been opened. For all his strength, he ultimately proved powerless against the lure of the unknown. On this morning, the cauldron has been unlocked. On this morning, it is wide open. It is understood that Party A commissioned a Mr. Donovan Drummond to construct the Mortuga submarine by combining parts from 2 other vessels. Party A claimed to have paid for this transaction alone, and thus was the legal owner of the Mortuga submarine despite its name. Oh. However, once Cynthia Seafoam has now provided evidence of how exactly Mr. Drummond was paid, it transpired Mr. Drummond was paid with the deeds to the Stonetop Inn, which belonged solely to Party B at the time of transaction.
Well, that looked familiar.
It's a secret third page of the command contract.
Secret second page, technically.
Uh-oh.
Is that everything?
Nearly. There's one more room we need to revisit.
The theatre.
Well, here we are. One last time.
There must be some way to get the iron bell to lower onto the cauldron.
There must be a way to lower the iron bell into this room.
I think we should probably shut the cauldron first. We'd better shut it.
Okay, it's shut.
There must be a way to lower the iron. There must be a way to lower the...
Yeah, is it not part of this? Oh, maybe this.
There must be a way to lower the iron. There must be a way to lower. There must be a way to lower.
There must be a way.
There must be a way to lower. There must be a way to lower. There must be a way to lower.
Okay.
There must be a way to lower.
There must be a way.
There must be a way to lower.
Is it not from here?
There must be a way to lower the...
Okay, maybe it's not from here, guys.
That post taped to a pipe on the wall.
The pipe looks a little loose. Do you think it's supposed to move?
Oh. That's why it was upside down! Ah! Oh my god.
What do you know? It fits perfectly. So when the iron bell is placed over the cauldron, it can be used to lock or unlock the lid.
It could, if we can work out how to activate it.
I can't quite reach both handles at the same time. Maybe if my arms were a little longer.
You know, you don't have to stand there with your face pressed into it.
I'm not.
Because there's two of us. We can take one handle each.
Oh, right.
That little metal part isn't supposed to be there, huh?
I wonder.
Fragment. A small metal fragment lodged into the iron bell. Oh my gosh, we're slamming through chapters now. The unveiling of the Illusion Theater. A murderer and a thief.
Let's put this together, shall we?
Go ahead.
So, Mortuga opened the cauldron in order to take something out of it. And that's when he was killed.
Okay, but how was he killed?
The thing inside the cauldron.
On second thought,
And that's when he was killed.
Okay, but how was he killed?
How was he killed? Yeah, Sim even said like, but I put that poster up the right way. There's the smell and feel of something that's been underwater.
Okay, but how was he killed?
The stone cauldron. On
And
second
that's
thought, he was
okay.
killed.
Never mind.
Okay, but
I have no
how
idea what I'm doing.
was he killed?
The iron bell.
We know that the cauldron lid is unlocked by that screwdriver kind of thing on the iron bell.
And so, if Mortuga wanted to unlock the cauldron, he'd first have to lower the bell into this room, like we just did.
You know, we've actually got evidence for this. First-hand evidence, no less.
First-hand evidence to confirm Mortuga lowered the iron bell. This?
Nope.
Oh. Because it was upside down. Because it was upside down. Something or someone showed us a vision of Mortuga and the Iron Bell. Hex. Hex showed us.
Hex had a memory of seeing Mortuga through the window of the Illusion Theater.
Oh yeah, look at that. The dark shape that lowers down in front of Mortuga. That's the iron bell.
Must be. But then to actually unlock the cauldron, you have to turn the handles on both sides of the bell.
Yeah, well, we just did that too. It was easy.
I mean, sure, if you've got two people taking one handle each, but how did Mortuga do it?
Well, both he didn't Tapdole say, or Tadpole, sorry. Tapdole's just fun to say, but I realized that's not the name she goes by anymore. Didn't Tadpole say that she can get her arms around it and that she and Mortuga had similar, like, wingspan?
He did it by himself.
You think?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. There's even a record of him trying to do this once before.
Is there? What kind of record?
Felicia Stonetop's diary. From their time on the Dearest Selena. Magnus put his arms around it to turn the things. He can just about reach, but I told him not to do it like that. Might not be safe, since we don't know exactly what'll happen. So I said we could do it together, one each.
So Mortuga could do it by himself, but only just.
Right, only just. In order to reach both sides, he had to place his body directly up against the bell, just like you were trying to do before I told you not to.
And that's what got him killed?
This part? The metal thing is what sliced his neck? Really? It was wedged into the bell. To kill Mortuga when it rotated.
The metal thing was wedged into the iron bell to kill Mortuga when it rotated around. Mortuga was cut straight across the neck when the upper section of the bell swung around. We saw how fast it goes, and it's really heavy. It must have a whole load of force behind it.
The little metal thing, it's not actually part of the iron bell. Someone must have put it there.
Right, the culprit, presumably, knowing it would kill Mortuga if and when he tried to unlock the cauldron. Only it's, kinda small. Even if you did press up against the bell, I'm not sure it's long enough or sharp enough to cut you.
It was longer, but it's been broken. That's what I would think.
It was longer, but it's been broken in half. The part sticking out of the bell isn't the complete murder weapon. It's a fragment left behind when it was broken, presumably when the culprit took it back out.
A fragment of what? A knife?
Something in the black box.
A fragment of what? A knife?
Something that belonged to the culprit. Something that belonged to Mortuga.
Something that belonged to Mortuga. Is the part sticking out of the bell isn't the complete murder weapon.
Is what I would say if I was an idiot dum-dum, which
It's
I'm
a
not.
fragment left behind when it was broken, presumably when the culprit took it back out.
A fragment of what? A knife?
Something that belonged to the culprit.
Yeah.
The part sticking out of the bell,
but I
it's a
just
fragment
looked
left
at the
behind
black
when it was
box.
broken, presumably when
A fragment of what?
But I just
A
looked at
knife?
the black box.
something taken out of the black box.
Something that was taken out. What was taken out? Okay, hold on.
That's not it.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. I didn't notice this in my playthrough. Okay. Whatever it is that they're asking for. I mean, clearly he opened it, so it would be understandable to say, like, something else here was originally in the box. But... like, it looks like that piece, right?
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that later. Okay. The most important.
That's not it.
We don't think that's the most important? This? Which part shows what's been removed?
This is the right clue, but we want to...
Oh, is the smizzers. The scissors. Oh,
The
I even
envelope's
said
empty
there's
now,
scissors on the
but there's
envelope.
an imprint of what was in there when Mortuga first opened the box. It's pretty clear. You can see exactly what shape it is.
Okay, but what is it? And why was it in that envelope?
A pair of scissors.
Sure about that?
The envelope's empty now. It's pretty clear. You can see exactly...
Okay, but what is it? And why was it in that envelope?
Oh, a necklace. Because she said that the necklace was the
A
key.
necklace. That's not right.
What do you mean? Isn't it? Oh, is it in this?
Nope.
Ah!
We'll get to this later.
Why? Let me get to it now. A painting of someone wearing a necklace. Fine, fine.
This is the right clue, but let's be specific.
A necklace.
It once belonged to Felicia Stonetop. She's wearing it in the painting. I'm pretty sure she is, anyway.
I don't know. It doesn't show the necklace very clearly.
She said in
It's half
one of
hidden
the
in her
letters
dress.
that she had it, or something. In either something written or something recorded, she was like, I'm wearing the key around my neck or something. Something that shows the full shape of the necklace.
I think we'll circle back around to this.
I keep fucking trying, man. Okay. A large statue or carving that shows the shape of the necklace. Oh! Milady.
Here it is, as worn by Selena Stonetop, Felicia's mother, who presumably passed it down to her daughter. I'm assuming that's why it was eventually sent back to Silkworm, back to its original owner after Felicia died.
So, the mourning envelope was sent to Fellow Manor, and then Selena, or Governor Fellow, or whoever, they put it in the black box.
And then eventually Mariana comes along, finds the box, brings it onto the submarine, and hands it to Magnus Mortuga.
Who then opens it while he's in the captain's cabin with the culprit.
Evidence of Mortuga opening the black box.
I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you. I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you. Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage. It doesn't open that way. It slides out at the side. Let me do it. There's something inside. Wait. What's this?
What happened next?
Well, we know Mortuga didn't stay too long in the captain's cabin, since Mariana told us he came back into the control room.
So, maybe Mortuga left the culprit in the cabin with a necklace?
And that's when they could have wedged it into the side of the iron bell, so that if Mortuga attempted to unlock the cauldron by himself,
it would be the last thing he ever did. There's something I don't understand.
What?
Mortuga opened the cauldron in order to take something out, and that's when he was killed.
Right.
So why was the cauldron empty?
The cauldron was always empty. The culprit stole the contents.
The culprit stole the contents of the cauldron. That's the only way to explain it.
But how did they get to it?
How did they get to the cauldron? You mean because the room was locked?
Well, not technically locked, but Mortuga turned the wheel to shut the bulkhead door from the inside, and he shut it tight, probably as tight as he could, and by all accounts he was pretty strong.
Oh, we know Tadpole can open it.
The culprit was strong enough to open the door. On second
and he
thought,
shut
maybe.
it tight, probably as tight as he could, and by all accounts he was
I guess I should be
pretty
reading
strong.
all of them. Culprit didn't need to
The
use
culprit
the door.
didn't need to use that door. They came in via the captain's cabin. You know, through the hole in the floor.
Surely Mortuga would have made sure nobody could get into the captain's cabin.
How?
How did Mortuga stop people from going into the captain's cabin? The eyeball.
He had a key, he would have locked it.
You think?
Definitely, since he'd have rearranged it like we just did, moving the desk and the rug to reveal the hole. He wouldn't want anyone wandering in and seeing that.
So the culprit would have needed the eyeball key.
Mm-hmm.
But how? I doubt Mortuga left it lying around. He probably took it with him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mortuga did take the key into the Illusion Theater.
But then he died in a locked room. So how did someone else get hold of it?
The eyeball key fell through the vents and landed in the bilge.
The eyeball key fell through the vent under the cauldron and landed in the bilge.
It fell into the bilge.
Remember how it smelled kind of weird? That's the bilge water smell.
So the eyeball key just happened to roll across the floor and into the vent?
No, it didn't happen by accident.
Culprit tilted
The
submarine.
culprit tilted the submarine.
How did the culprit tilt the submarine? With the wheel? I'm trying to remember. She explained to us. I mean, when you surface, it tilts, right? But no one was there to make it surface. Which part? This part?
This is the right clue, but we want a...
This part?
Making the submarine surface tilts the front end up and the back end down.
They moved the whole submarine just for that?
Yep.
Did we, have any evidence for that?
Aside from most of the suspects mentioning it in their statements.
Oh, yeah. Anything else?
Clue found in the control room. A clue found at the crime scene. Evidence that the submarine was surfaced shortly after the murder.
A phenomenon observed at the crime scene.
This?
Mortuga's blood. It pulled out first, but then started running down towards the bilge vent. Anything else?
A clue found in the control room.
Clue found in the control room that's evidence of the submarine suddenly surfacing.
Nope.
It'll never be the compass, Dodger. It'll never be the compass, Dodger. Give up!
A log card from the day of the murder. It shows the depth of the submarine.
It starts at 0. That's when it surfaced. Presumably that's when Mariana came on board. It steadily goes down, but then later it suddenly goes back up again.
Anything else?
And a clue found at the crime scene, I guess. An object found at the crime scene that's evidence of the submarine tilting. The vial.
The moon vial. How is that evidence of the submarine tilting?
It makes sense if you know where it came from.
Oh, yeah. We found a part of it that got left behind.
It was in the captain's quarters and fell down the hole.
So the moon vial rolled right off Mortuga's desk and through the hole in the floor.
Once the culprit had the key, they could let themselves into the captain's cabin, which, as we know, gave them access to the crime scene from above.
They climbed down the rope, through the hole, and into this room, where they were free to take the contents of the cauldron for themselves.
Although, to get out, they'd need to climb back up the bell rope, meaning they'd have to leave the Elysian Theater with the iron bell still lowered onto the cauldron.
Right, well, I
Prime
figured they
suspect.
just turned the rope winch manually. I'm sure you could, even if it's not how you're supposed to do it.
And after that, all they had to do was cover the hole back up with the rug in the desk.
And lock the captain's cabin on their way out. It's about time we went to speak with everyone else.
Mess hall?
Let's go.
Oh my gosh, we're doing it. Oh no, they're all gone!
Where did everyone go?
Wait, do you hear that? I can hear them arguing. I think they're above us.
In the parlor? What's going on?
Last time we were in the same place like this. Could be a good thing, might you?
Look, I know this isn't ideal, but this is just how it needs to be until we can.
Cynthia, you have visitors?
Hi. Hey,
We're back.
what's going on?
We're back.
Cynthia's decided to lock us in.
I've just locked the foredeck access, just for the time being.
How come?
She may have gone mad. We're still assessing.
She's worried the culprit will attempt to escape as soon as they're named.
Oh, we're naming the culprit? Lovely. Been looking forward to this.
We're still doing that? I thought Cynthia fired the detective dudes.
She didn't fire us.
On the contrary, we've been pretty busy.
Oh? Doing what?
What else? Solving the mystery.
Buckle up, idiots! Buckle up! Let's do this.
Just say something. I'll see how it plays out.
I love how they all look. I'm gonna be so sad when I find out which one of them murdered.
Could be a good thing. So what are we looking at? Do you have the murder weapon?
No.
Kinda?
Right, kinda.
Cynthia, maybe you should have fired them.
No, look. Listen to me. Mortuga was killed by the mechanism of the iron bell. It lowers onto the cauldron and they fit together. It's a big mechanical lock.
Right, and there's this little metal thing wedged in the side. It's not part of the iron bell itself, but it was placed. They got
I
in and out
appreciate the
without
fade to
ever
black.
opening or closing the bulkhead door.
So, the murder weapon. It's a necklace?
Felicia Stonetop's necklace.
And it's still missing?
Right. Apart from a small fragment that snapped off and was left in the iron
It's
bell.
not still
And
missing, it's
Mortuga
part of the
was
compass!
killed because he tried to take something out of the cauldron?
I got so mad I
Take
froze.
what out of the cauldron?
It can only really be one thing. The one thing that all of this has been about.
What was Mortuga keeping in the cauldron?
The mermaid's tongue.
The mermaid's what?
It's a kind of ancient artifact. Mortuga found it on a sea voyage years ago.
Right. The same voyage captured on this film reel and depicted in this bottle.
Captain Felicia Stonetop and her helmsman, Magnus Mortuga. They went off into the ocean on a ship named the Dearest Selina.
And came back with a mermaid's tongue.
And that's what Mortuga kept in the cauldron?
But it was empty. It's been empty since we discovered the murder.
Quite right. If this mermaid's tongue came out of the cauldron, where's it been this whole time?
Roderick,
Well,
God,
we
it's you,
found
isn't
it in
it?
Dr. Zephyr's
Ah!
cabinet of curiosity.
Did you? Fascinating.
But what is it? What does it do?
Information about what the mermaid's tongue does. Which part?
The mermaid's tongue, said to facilitate communication with she who lies beyond the veil.
Requires a special key to operate. Huh.
A key? What kind of key?
Wait, facilitate communication? What does that actually mean?
It's a translator. When worn over one's head, the mermaid's tongue allows you to commune with the mermaid. Thus the name tongue, referring not to an appendage, but to the language spoken by the mermaid.
How nice.
Anyone gonna tell me who the mermaid is, or...
An image of the mermaid. There are two.
So there's a painting, painted by Selina Stonetop, we think.
And a photograph taken with the submarine's underwater imaging system.
And, why would you need a translator to talk to her? She's not local, or what?
She speaks a language none of us could understand. It is said that attempting to commune with her without harnessing the mermaid's tongue
would drive one mad.
But how does it work?
Nobody knows.
Nice. Convenient.
It is a powerful and
I love
priceless
her.
artifact.
Oh, it's powerful, all right. Look what it's doing to all of you.
I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if I'm buying into this thing. Kind of just looks like some grody old leather mask.
That's because it is. That's because it's not complete. So this was weird, right? Because they kept saying this wasn't a picture. Out of all of these, this was the only one that was just a drawing.
Kind of just looks like some grody old leather mask.
That's because it's not complete.
How do you know?
So this image here, it's a photograph of a drawing. A cropped photograph, too. The good news is, we've got the real thing.
2 parts that make up a complete image of the mermaid's tongue. Oh god.
That's not it.
Oh.
That's not it.
Okay. Sometimes the UI up here goes away if you suck too many times.
Nope.
But the jemmies are there! But the jemmies are there! Okay. That's fine. Shows what the top of it looked like. I can't get out of here. I can't I can't get out of here.
Nope.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck here. Well, that's annoying. Okay. No, that's fine. Let's see if we have to speed through some stuff. 78%. Okay, cool.
The
Mermaid's tongue.
mermaid's what?
It's a kind of ancient artifact.
Right, and depicted.
Captain, they went off into
and
the
came back.
And that's what
But it was empty.
Quite right. If this.
Well,
Did you?
But what is.
What does it do?
the mermaid's tongue.
A key?
It's a translator. When worn over what's the name?
Anyone gonna tell me?
So there's a painting.
And a photo.
And
She
But
said.
how does it
Nobody
look?
knows.
Nice.
It is a
Oh,
power.
it's
I don't know.
Kinda
It just
nice.
looks like some
Convenient.
That's
grody.
because it's not.
How do you know?
So this image here, it's the good news is, we've
Good news is we've got the real thing. 2 parts that make a complete image of the mermaid's tongue. I mean, this.
That's not it.
The upper part of the image? Two parts that make a complete image of the mermaid's tongue.
That's not it.
Now, since this keeps like borking, I just want to be able to like come out and go back in occasionally so that hopefully this HUD doesn't go away. The lower part of the image.
That's not it.
Am I misunderstanding what it means? I haven't seen this game before. We are at the end-ish, but it's been very good. So if you really like puzzle detective games, hold your hand. You should probably go. Look, I want you to stay, but also I don't want you to ruin this game for yourself because it's very good. They're really good. If you like the vibe of this, you should try Tangle Tower. There are 2 other games in this series with the same characters. You should try Tangle Tower, or Secret of the Swamp is the oldest one. They changed up their art style and sort of the look of the games with the second one. The second and third one are very similar. Are we talking about the map? Oh. Okay. I think that's all right.
It turns out the ocean map shows what it's supposed to look like.
I think that was a really obtuse way to ask me to put the map together.
Oh, sure. Just help yourself to the stuff in my personal treasure chest. I don't mind.
That antenna.
Is that coral? It looks sharp.
It is, and it's hard, like crystal. I'm pretty sure it explains the scratch marks in the cauldron.
But why
that makes
did
sense.
Mortuga keep it locked in the cauldron?
He wanted to keep it hidden.
Because he wanted to keep it hidden from everyone. The mermaid's tongue being on board was a secret Mortuga was keeping. The cauldron was covered by the sailcloth and locked in the storeroom, and Mortuga wanted to keep it that way.
It's true. When he saw my poster, he told me we had to keep the cauldron covered up.
Why the cauldron, though? Wouldn't it have been less conspicuous if he just kept it in a wooden crate or something?
Keeping the mermaid's tongue in the cauldron wasn't something Mortuga came up with himself. Even before he ever found it, it's just where it's always been kept.
And so show the mermaid's tongue has historically always been in the cauldron.
There it is. See? In the cauldron, beneath the iron bell, beneath the wooden buoy.
But that was a long time ago. How do you know the mermaid's tongue was still in the cauldron at the time of the murder?
Well, Tadpole told us about someone she saw on the aft deck shortly after the murder. She described it as a demon, with a single horn and glowing eyes.
The culprit wearing the mermaid's tongue.
Right. We figured they'd just taken it from the cauldron after killing Mortuga.
So the culprit knew about the mermaid's tongue, knew what it was, knew how to use it.
Definitely.
But Mortuga never really told us about any of this. How did the culprit know about it?
Because they were the third person on the Dearest Selena. No, because in the letters, right? How's your research going? The voyage turned out to be ill-fated. Yeah, he didn't go on that voyage.
But Mortuga never really told us about any of this. How did
Because they forced Mortuga to tell them all about it.
Are you sure?
Not really,
So the
no.
culprit knew about the
Definitely.
But Mortuga never
I like
really
that the only
told us
person
about
who's
any
like,
of this.
try
How
that
did the
again,
culprit
is
know about
Sally.
it?
Everybody else just kind of like vibes with you getting it wrong. Because they were the creator?
Because they were the third person on the Dearest Selena.
The third person?
In addition to Magnus Mortuga and Felicia Stonetop, I assume.
Right. It was a crew of 3, not 2.
And what evidence have you collected to support this?
Evidence? Let's see. Mortuga's film reel.
Which part is evidence to suggest there were 3 people on board? Yeah. The opening of the door.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Spooky.
Let's see.
Audio
The
recording.
audio recording of Mortuga opening the black box.
What recording is this?
I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you. Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage.
The audio recording of Mortuga opening the black box was recorded by the third person. No, because she said, well, she might be lying. But she said that her dictaphone overheard it through the radio, right? Because there was a radio in the in his room and also in the command deck.
Mortuga is talking to the third person from the voyage.
Is he? I only hear the one voice.
What explains the curious nature of the audio recording of Mortuga opening the black box?
Before it reached Mariana's pipe, the audio was transmitted from the cabin to the control room by these radios. Only they're faulty, or one of them is, at least. It turns itself on and off every few seconds. The cadence happened to line up with the conversation, so you only get Mortuga's half.
Huh. That's quite the coincidence. Personally, if I'd written that, I'd feel guilty.
There are more things in heaven and earth, Mr. Werman.
Yeah.
Let's see. The ship in a bottle.
Ship in a bottle. Rattles when you shake it because a model of someone else is hidden inside
The ship in a bottle rattles when you shake it because a model of someone else is hidden inside the ship.
I knew there was something in there. Someone in there.
Well, there we are. Quite a bit of evidence as it stands.
All right.
Okay, so just
but does any of that
bust
tell you
it.
who
So just bust it
actually
open
is?
and pull their
Potentially,
little wooden body out. Who is it? Just bust it open. Break it. This is a murder mystery, people. Just break it. Who's in there?
The ship in a bottle rattling when you shake it.
Wait, the model person inside the ship? There's a way to work out who it is?
I can think of a way.
Let's do it with logic and reasoning, shall we? First, we'll compare the ship in a bottle with Mortuga's other wooden model.
The model town. What about it?
Oh.
The people who aren't in the town.
What do you mean?
Mortuga and Felicia aren't in the town because they're on the ship. Selena too, I suppose, since she's the figurehead.
I don't think they're who she's talking about.
It's important to remember that the model town is specific to Mortuga's life. When adding the model figures, he only included people he had dealings with. And he only detailed the buildings he was familiar with. The rest are just generic blocks. With this in mind, there's someone else who should be here, but isn't.
Can I say something crazy? Can I say something crazy? Remember how in J.D. Werman's book, they were goofing about how the picture of him in there isn't him, it's his dad. They were like, yeah, that's not actually him. He used a picture of his dad because his dad is more handsome. And now I'm like, what if that isn't the real J.D. Werman and that's why he can't write anything? What if that's his dad? And the picture in the book is what J.D. Werman looks like. That's my crack theory now. Who should be in the model town but isn't? Godric, I guess.
Mortuga made a detailed model of Grip's shop. It's not a generic cube like everything else, which means there should be a model of Grip himself. But it's not there.
But why would Mortuga include Grip in his model town? Did they know each other?
And if they did, how did Grip end up going along on Mortuga's ship?
Evidence of Mortuga's dealings with Grip that led to him coming on the voyage. The map. Open. This.
There's a sticker on the back of the map. It's a service record from Grip's shop. Mortuga hired Grip to interpret the ocean map, which he did. But Grip didn't ask for payment in money. Instead, he asked to come on the voyage.
This isn't proof. Not really.
Well, there is one thing we could
do. It. If you don't, I will.
What are we dropping on it this time, gang? Pop. Who's inside? Ah! A little Godric!
Mr. Grip being on that ship isn't actually evidence that he murdered Mortuga. What about the murder weapon? What happened to it?
Right. Nor is this evidence that he used the mermaid's tongue. Wouldn't he have needed that special key?
Grip has the murder weapon.
Grip
and
still
the
has
key.
both the murder weapon and the key.
On the compass! The necklace key needle.
I guess this is it.
Oh my god. Oh! The Wayward Navigator. Oh my god, not with this music. This is so sinister.
Plot the unplottable, chart the unchartable, measure the unmeasurable. A hollow promise, such feats belong not to mortal hands. But after years of fraudulently offering this to others, I began, in earnest, to yearn for it myself. A quiet desire to journey into the unknown, to quantify it. A lifelong coward, I could never convince myself to act on it. I tell myself as an excuse that I never had any kind of opportunity to act on it. Until one day, I did.
What presented Grip with an opportunity to act on his desire? This.
Mortuga sought me out, sought out my services. Not because we were friends, but simply because I was the one with the skills to interpret that inscrutable map of his. Sensing an opportunity at long last, I refused financial payment for the work. Instead, I asked to be brought along on the ensuing voyage. Mortuga was surprised by the request, but he ultimately agreed to my terms. Such was his desire to interpret the map. The work was done, and so we went. Despite my bold intentions, I mostly found myself sheltering within Felicia's cabin during the voyage. All the while, she and Mortuga stood around on deck looking windswept and heroic, far more at home on the sea than I. Regret reared its head. Regret over inviting myself into their world. From within the cabin, I sat and listened to their conversation. Felicia was telling Mortuga what they were looking for, what they were hoping to find.
What was Felicia hoping to find on her voyage? Well, they finally let me have the map. I spent all last night trying to decipher the coordinates. All the way there, he was sulky and moody.
That's not right.
Yeah, I know. What mysterious ancient artifact was Felicia hoping to find? Probably this.
Did Felicia know what it was before she found it?
Somehow she did. Her description to Mortuga was thus: a mask worn over the head. It facilitates communication with an ancient being of eternal mystery.
That's really how she worded it?
With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated. And here it was. Not a map, not a compass, but a communication device. A translator. Besides knowing what it was, Felicia also knew how to find it. How its location in the ocean would be marked with a wooden buoy that glows with green light. We waited. Night fell. But before long we were indeed signaled by this very light, and the boy was sighted. Mortuga hauled it up, pulled it all up, right onto the deck. It was heavy, but he was strong.
What heavy thing did Mortuga haul up? The cauldron.
The bell and the cauldron locked together to form that single shape. Mortuga went to unlock it by himself, but Felicia cautioned him against it. She warned that it could be dangerous to stand so close, as the mechanism would be surely powerful. And so they unlocked it together, taking a handle each. Felicia took the mermaid's tongue from within the cauldron.
Did it have the coral and the gemstone eyes?
Yes, they were attached.
And what about the necklace?
Felicia had it around her neck.
She'd come prepared, clearly.
Did she use it?
Yes, I watched her do it. She used the necklace key to wind up the mermaid's tongue and placed it over her head. Felicia
immediately?
spoke through the mask. Her voice was changed. The mermaid was summoned. Entranced, I rushed out onto the deck and leaned over the side. Mortuga clambered up to the wheel in an attempt to steer us away from harm. The mermaid reached out and grabbed the wheel.
And Mortuga's right shoulder?
Yes, of course.
His fingerprint
Right.
mark.
Because his shoulder
Mortuga
has the
held
same
fast,
markings
but a portion of the
that the
wheel
aft deck has.
broke off and fell into the ocean. With her other hand, the mermaid grabbed the mast, almost snapping it in two. The ship buckled and I was thrown off the side into the ocean. I was underwater, but I was held in place by a hand, her hand. She was speaking to me, but it was a language I could not understand. I wanted so much to understand. Sensing the disconnect, she let go. A moment passed, a lifetime. I became vaguely aware that I was about to drown, but I didn't want to leave. At this moment, the broken piece from the ship's wheel floated up in front of me. By its intervention, I was reminded of my earthly existence, my life beyond this singular moment. I was overwhelmed with a cowardly desire to return to the surface, to see the sun, to live, to breathe. I grabbed onto the broken wheel and let it carry me up to the surface. The mermaid was nowhere to be seen. Neither was the dearest Selena.
Wait, the wood from the broken wheel.
Eventually became
It
Cornelius
eventually
Kane.
became Cornelius Kane.
Correct. It has been my earthly tether, the feel of the wood in my hand, a tangible reminder of that desire I once felt to live and to breathe.
But what happened? Weren't you stranded in the ocean?
Somehow the currents carried me back to the Silkworm Coast. I took the broken wheel piece back home and fell into a deep sleep.
Okay.
After I awoke, I went looking for Felicia.
Not Mortuga.
No, Felicia.
Felicia was the one wearing the mermaid tongue.
Felicia had been the one wearing the mermaid's tongue.
Correct. Given what I knew of its function, I surmise she may have understood what the mermaid had said to me. I went to the Stone Top Inn, but Felicia was not there. I searched through the empty building until I came to Mortuga's room. I was encouraged to see that he had at least retained the wooden boy and the iron bell. Mortuga was in his bed, asleep. He looked ill, weak. I woke him up. I asked him about the mermaid's tongue. What had happened to it? Where was it? At first, Mortuga said nothing. He merely looked at me. He told me that he and Felicia had locked it away in the cauldron and thrown it back into the ocean. He said they'd kept the wooden boy so that nobody else would ever be able to find it. And they kept the iron bell, so that even if someone was to come across the cauldron, they wouldn't be able to unlock it. I was horrified to learn this. My only chance of summoning and communicating with the mermaid lost beneath the waves. Or so
Man,
I
this boy
thought.
got sirened
Did
really
you ask
hard.
about the necklace key?
Mortuga hadn't mentioned it, and I did not ask about it. At that time, I simply assumed it had been left in the mouth of the mermaid's tongue and thus would be in the cauldron. I demanded that we take the dearest Selena back out on a second voyage to recover the sunken cauldron. Mortuga said it was impossible. For one, the dearest Selena couldn't recover it from the bottom of the ocean if it was not attached to the buoy. And secondly, Felicia had decommissioned the ship and it was being taken apart at the shipyard. In explanation, Mortuga handed me a folded piece of parchment.
Parchment to Mortuga show to explain the fate of the Selena. Not the blueprint. Or maybe the blueprint? No. The fate of the Selena.
Nope.
Okay. It featured a note from Felicia. Featured a note? How they massacred my boy. Featured a note from Felicia.
Ah, that's not it.
Yeah. Okay.
It had inscribed a note from Felicia. She was to be leaving town immediately. She did not say where she was going. Mortuga told me he had slept through Felicia's parting visit. He was distraught over it, heartbroken. With a desperate look, he asked me if Felicia had also come to visit me on her way out of town. I told him yes.
Homie lied. Homie lied.
Mortuga's eyes opened wide. Did she say where
she was going? I must know. I have to know.
I told him yes. Yes, she told me where she was going, and she'd given me the address. His eyes widened further.
Give it to me. I need to know. I'll go after her.
I told him I would.
Godric!
In exchange for the mermaid's tongue. Mortuga told me again how it was impossible.
There's no way. It's lost. You need to let it go.
I didn't want to hear it. I left the inn still clutching the deeds. I went down to the shipyard and spoke with Donovan Drummond. He had begun taking apart the dearest Selena. I inquired about purchasing Drummond's unused submarine, a Seafoam submarine. He told me he would be willing to part with it, but it had never been finished. In order for it to be seaworthy, it would need several new parts that would take a long time to build. However, I was determined to find a solution.
You offered to buy both the Seafoam submarine and the dearest Selena.
Correct. I suggested we could use parts from the sailing ship to finish the submarine. Drummond merely asked how I was going to pay for 2 vessels. I showed him the deeds to the Stone Top Inn. He accepted it as payment.
Is the inn really worth as much as 2 vessels?
Perhaps not, but in truth I think Drummond was glad to have an excuse to part with them. Besides, I knew all too well the allure of a worthy challenge, a chance to put one's skills to their fullest. Indeed, the task of combining the 2 incomplete vessels into a single seaworthy one was highly intriguing to him.
That was me,
and so
not you.
It was done.
But if you commissioned it, why was it called the Mortuga submarine? Who painted that on the foredeck?
Drummond did. He didn't want it to say Seafoam any longer. Too many painful memories.
But why Mortuga and not Grip?
Grip paid for it with the inn deeds in Mortuga's
Because
name.
Grip paid for it with the inn deeds, which were in Mortuga's name.
Right. Drummond assumed I was merely acting as intermediary for Mortuga, the true buyer.
Did you tell Mortuga what you'd done?
I told him of my intention to return to the ocean in a submarine I was having constructed. He wasn't happy about it, but the submarine took months to complete. That was enough time to convince him to come with me and help search for the Mermaid's tongue.
He only came with you because you were pretending to know where Felicia had gone, and you were withholding it from him.
Grip.
Correct.
What were you going to do if and when Mortuga realized you'd been lying to him?
It was worth the risk. There was no question of leaving the Mermaid's tongue at the bottom of the ocean.
But it wasn't lost in the ocean. Mortuga had it the whole time.
Correct. As I had lied to him, he had lied to me.
Oh my god, look at him! A gathering of hapless travelers.
Mortuga smuggled the Mermaid's tongue onto the submarine before we left. He didn't want to leave it behind, but he didn't want me to know he
Muted?
Smuggled?
What do you mean?
How?
He disappeared for a few seconds. Oh, weird. Okay. As long as it's fine now, I guess. Did you hear what I said about the contract? I just said I'm just realizing that the person that the contract is referring to is probably Grip. Because if I recall correctly, I might have to read through it again, but if I recall correctly, in the contract he's like, oh, information about the inn that I did not realize. How did Mortuga smuggle the mermaid's tongue onto the submarine?
I mean, I get it, but that's not quite right.
Sail.
That almost works, but it's not what I was...
Which letter explains it? Oh, right, this.
Mortuga sent me a letter, inviting me to join him on the submarine.
Grip, did you know he'd done that?
Mortuga told me he was going to bring somebody else on board. An old friend, a collector of occult curiosities who might be helpful. But I didn't want anyone to know what we were doing, or what we were looking for. I told Mortuga not to mention me in the letter.
I followed Mortuga's instructions precisely. I arrived in Silkworm and went into the Stone Top Inn, where I found the locked cauldron. I placed it among my possessions and ventured onto the submarine waiting in the harbor.
We departed. Zephyr thought he and Mortuga were the only 2 souls on the ship. I stayed hidden for a week before staging a balloon crash and pretending that Mortuga had rescued me from the ocean. That way I was free to move around the submarine in view of Zephyr, but he could dismiss me as a hapless traveler picked up along the way.
So, to begin with, it was just you three.
But it didn't stay like that for long.
It didn't.
He's so mad. Look at all these schmucks that have wound up on this submarine. He's like, God. Commissioned the submarine as a way to search for the mermaid's tongue. Was Mortuga when he opened the black box. Stole a mermaid's tongue from the airlock. Was invited on board as an illusionist. But he was also invited. Huh? Oh, I see. Tagged along with Worman just for fun. Ah, you can flip them. I see. Performed a magic act for Mortuga, which appeared to make him miserable. Offered to take over from Mortuga. Okay. Try to convince Worman to kill Magnus Mortuga. Sought out Mortuga because he owed her money. Set up the submarine to reclaim ownership. Hired by Mortuga to find information about Felicia. Yeah. Got the black box onto the submarine. He gave it to Mortuga. Considered using Mortuga's death as the story outline for his next book. Wrote a contract which she found after his death and forged his signature.
Nope.
Check. Oh, right. I forgot. I got the names mixed up. This is what I meant.
Well, that's about the long and short of it.
No.
What?
You can't leave it like that. You've left them with misconceptions. You should tell them what you know. All of it.
What do you mean?
Misconceptions?
Maybe one or two, yeah.
Even though he did wish to leave the submarine, Mortuga could not accept Tadpole's offer to give up his captaincy to her. Before Mortuga could leave the submarine, he needed... Dr. Zephyr to reveal the location of Felicia. Was he hoping...
I don't think that's right.
Oh my gosh. We're just gonna air everybody's dirty laundry. I love it!
He always did think he would make the best captain, and he did want to leave.
But he couldn't. Not without the information he so desired.
Not just that. Since it turned out he had the mermaid's tongue on board the entire time, I don't think he wanted to leave me on the submarine with it. He didn't want me anywhere near it.
He was trying to protect you.
I'm aware.
Okay, Cynthia became captain because of the command contract, but it has another page we discovered inside the message in the bottle. Well, it's true that Mortuga did decide to create the command contract after Cynthia showed him the inn deeds. The contract was not intended for Cynthia.
Who was it for?
Me. Once Mortuga found out the inn deeds had been used to pay for the submarine, he realized for the first time that he was its legal owner.
He really hadn't known that before?
No, he'd always assumed I paid for it with my own money. Armed with the new information, Mortuga attempted to use it to control me.
Thus, the command contract.
What exactly was he hoping to achieve?
To strong-arm me into telling him where Felicia had gone, and to cease my search for the mermaid's tongue.
But it didn't work.
Of course not.
Wasn't Mortuga supposed to be paperwork averse? I'm surprised to learn he would try to control someone with a contract.
Where would he even get an idea like that?
That's my bad. I ended up telling him all about contracts. You know,
hey guys,
what they are,
Dirk
how
here.
They work.
I'm still here.
I guess Mortuga thought if I could be controlled by a contract, maybe someone else could be too.
Werman was lured onto the submarine by the handwritten letter, but it wasn't actually from who it claims to be from. Magnus sent it hoping to lure Werman onto the submarine. He hopes Werman might have information about Felicia because Werman's father was acquainted with her.
So Mortuga wrote the letter?
Not exactly. It was his idea, but he wasn't one for writing by hand, so he asked me to do it for him.
But why Ibis?
Mortuga didn't want to reveal too much in the letter, so he had the idea to pretend to be a neutral third party. We learned about Ibis from that newspaper page, but it just needed to be someone you would listen to. Honestly, I'm surprised it worked.
Huh. This explains why Mortuga kept asking about my father.
Oh yeah, I was wondering about that.
Were you able to tell him anything?
Afraid not. I haven't spoken to my father in years.
Do you think he would have known anything about Felicia? About what happened to her?
It's possible.
I still like the theory that I had. It's clearly not true, but I liked it. I still like it. Watching Symmetry perform the stargazing girl did not make Mortuga miserable. He was already miserable because he had just found the mourning envelope, which informed him that Felicia had died.
I told you, you didn't make him sad.
He just learned about the death of his beloved friend. What I did, it was...
You didn't know. Symmetry, let it go. Your anguish. That goes for all of you.
Mortuga's actions, his decisions, all motivated by that same singular desire.
It was all in effort to locate Felicia Stonetop.
Her.
Likewise, it transpires that Godric's actions were also motivated by a singular desire.
To commune with the mermaid.
Her.
And when they opened the black box and found the mourning envelope, found the necklace key, it all came to an end.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, open it.
Godric, I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you.
I bet it does. I'm to believe the box may contain information on Captain Stonetop.
Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage.
I'll be the judge of that. There could be anything in that. Listen.
I'd prefer you not to shake it like that. Besides, it doesn't open that way. It slides out at the side. Let me do it.
What's all this? A scroll? An envelope?
There's something inside. Wait. What's this?
We both know what that is. That's Felicia Stonetop's necklace, isn't it? Isn't it?
Oh, God.
Our discovery of the necklace precipitated two important conclusions. One, we now possess the key necessary to operate the mermaid's tongue. In my complacency, I had not even known it was missing, simply assuming it lay within the cauldron. But no, Felicia had taken it away with her, and now, through what twist of fate, it had returned. Which brings me to conclusion 2. The fact that her necklace had been sent to her parents in a black-rimmed envelope attested to us that Felicia Stonetop had died. Even through his burgeoning grief, Mortuga could see in my eyes how I wished to make use of the key. Fearing what ruin might follow should I act, he did what he had always done. He lied. Lied about having the Mermaid's tongue on board.
He had your best interest at heart, Godric. We both know this.
However, it was a lie that no longer worked on me, for I had laid eyes upon the truth.
The truth?
About what Mortuga had in the storeroom.
Because she took the thing off. What did Grip see that confirmed Mortuga was keeping the cauldron on the submarine?
Correct. I had seen Symmetry's drawing of the cauldron.
He asked me to change it. I was going to change it.
So now you had everything you needed. The key, the bell, and the mermaid's tongue itself, albeit locked in the cauldron.
On that note, I had also surmised Mortuga's reason for rigging the iron bell onto a winch above his desk. I concluded that he had set it up this way so that he could unlock the cauldron and access its contents himself.
You think he wanted to use the mermaid's tongue?
You'd like to suggest Mortuga would be immune from such things, hmm?
I concede it may have been an alluring prospect, but actually choosing to act, it displays a dangerous hubris.
Well, maybe he just wanted to be able to get to it, but not actually use it, you know?
Grip, did you actually accuse Mortuga of wanting to open the cauldron? Of wanting to use the mermaid's tongue?
I did, and he flatly denied it, which caused an argument. Truth be told, we were both sick of each other. The last vestiges of our mutual decorum fell away. He attempted to shut me down with cold logic, insisting that it was not possible for one man to simultaneously turn both dials on the iron bell.
Wait, is that true?
Kinda. Depends how big you are, how wide your arms are.
I knew Mortuga would be capable of it, and I could see in his eyes that he intended to do it.
Well, not to side with Grip here, but he was right. Mortuga did open the cauldron, didn't he?
Perhaps his intention was simply to move the mermaid's tongue to a newly contrived hiding place.
Maybe he was just gonna destroy it.
That he should have done years hence, I might add.
Grimoire, what do you think?
Oh my gosh, this is so much. Why do you think Mortuga opened the cauldron? From silkworm. Conceal it. I'll meet you on board. You can set it up. I shall take the cauldron from you later. Commander of the vessel and all its operations.
I think he wanted to destroy the mermaid's tongue.
Whatever the reason, I knew it was only a matter of time. And
I guess it doesn't matter what you choose.
Following our discussion about the mechanism of the Iron Bell.
I understood the specific physicality of the task ahead of him.
Physicality?
In order to reach both dials, Mortuga would need to hold his body close against the iron bell. His head, his neck, would be right up against the mechanism.
Overcome with frustration and grief, Mortuga had left the room. He had left me with the necklace key. I felt it in my hand, the metal cold and sharp. I climbed up onto the desk and wedged it into the iron bell around the back so that it would not be seen. At least, not until the mechanism activated.
You're a murderer.
Call me what you will. To me, it was merely insurance against continued deception and greed on Mortuga's part. If he indeed decided to keep the mermaid's tongue for himself, if he decided, as he always had, to keep it from me, then it would be his last decision.
This man got destroyed by obsession.
The rest you know. Having first locked himself in the room, Mortuga unlocked a cauldron and was killed by the blade of the necklace key.
I tilted the submarine in order to claim the eyeball key, which granted me access to the captain's cabin and a path into the storeroom from above. I took the mermaid's tongue from the unlocked cauldron.
And then you went up to the aft deck and used it, didn't you?
I tried to, but you stopped me.
You're welcome.
Tadpole then dove into the ocean and collected the pieces.
Including the coral and the gemstone eyes, which she kept for herself.
Yeah. As for the mask itself, I just left it in my room.
And I took it when I later visited the room to collect hex from the dome tank.
Wow, you're admitting it, huh?
I admit I moved it to a more secure location, ultimately a wise decision, wouldn't you say?
Except, it's not there anymore, is it? It's right here.
Oh no, oh god, oh no, oh god!
It's dark!
Oh no, oh god, oh no!
Grip turned off the lights.
Someone grab him!
We let that man yap. We let him yap for so long.
The mermaid's tongue, it's gone!
He took it. He must have.
He can't have gone up to the foredeck. It's still locked.
Grip can't have gone to the foredeck, so which way did he go?
What about the aft deck?
Let's go. Maybe we can catch him.
Anybody else want to come? Everybody else just gonna put your finger up your noses? What's the plan? Ew. Is that how this works? Ew. I don't like that. Oh my god. He also has mermaid scars. Because he said the mermaid caught him in the water. How cool, man. I mean, not cool, but you know what I mean.
He's wearing it.
Ew.
Are we too late?
I don't...
Grip? Are you...
What?
Wait, where's he going?
Oh!
It's the compass.
He fixed it.
What's he going to do? Should we follow him? I don't...
He's locked the door.
Can you see him through the window?
He's gonna jump into the water. He's gonna jump into the water and we're never gonna see him again. And then we just have to put the compass where it goes and move on.
This is bad. The pressure change, it's too sudden. The submarine's not...
Wait, what's that?
You're taking control, Ben.
The radios!
It's fine, just stay.
It was too fast.
It must be coming from the control room.
Let's go.
Oh my god, that's so cool. That was so cool. That was
We're
so
being held
cool,
down.
dude.
We need to resurface.
The submarine can't take it. The controls are going crazy.
Ah! Brother! Ah! Dude!
I have my little man, thank you. Thank you for my little man, goodbye.
Holy shit.
What did she?
She's gone.
Oh, now we're surfacing. Holy Stromboli.
She let us go.
Remarkable.
Let's just head back to Silkworm, shall we? Get everyone off this submarine.
And, Silkworm would be which way?
We got moved. I don't know where we are. No stars, no moon. I don't know which way north is.
We have a fixed compass. Ta-da!
He fixed it.
I'm kind of covering him, but I like that Dirk's like, reception.
I don't know about you, but I thought that was all very interesting.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
You must be pleased. You've come away with a new story to tell around the campfire.
Quite right.
I'm not sure it would be wise to tell too many people.
No, don't worry. I'll change all your names to protect your privacy.
What are you going to change my name to?
Detective Galathorn.
Wow, I love it.
Wow, sick.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Sybil.
Yep, this conversation is over.
Catching up on your text messages?
0 missed calls. Can you believe that? 0.
Devastating.
Not even from Vanderpeer?
I'm writing him a message now, giving him the deets.
A
very selective version of the deets.
Smart.
Hey, buddy.
Easily one of the strangest days of my life.
It's in the top 5, at least.
What are you going to do now?
So far, the only thing I've decided on is to go home and have a bath.
A bath? You haven't had enough being submerged in water for one day?
Okay, maybe a shower.
Hi, girlies.
You okay, Cynthia?
She's still processing.
Of course. We all are.
That, and we've just been to tell her stepfather that we're leaving Silkworm.
Oh? Where are you headed?
We, haven't worked that out yet.
I know a place you could go.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a couple friends you could stay with. I'll write down the address for you.
Oh, thank you.
To the Tangle Tower? Are you guys gonna go to the Tangle Tower?
Are you okay?
Yeah. You?
Somehow, yeah.
Dang.
I never got to go to the lighthouse.
Oh, hey. Maybe our next case will be entirely in a lighthouse.
No way. This was it. This was the lighthouse case.
Would you mind not leaning on the fourth wall like that?
I'm just saying, next time the theme will most likely be totally different.
If there even is a next time. This was a lot of work. It may be unsustainable.
Now who's leaning on the fourth wall?
That's really funny.
That was the weirdest submarine I've ever been on.
And the only submarine she's ever been on, most
And the
likely.
last?
And the last. Is everyone okay?
I guess so, huh?
Fit as a fiddle.
Oh, sure. Just had my human perspective permanently and irrevocably shifted, but hey, what's new?
But what about Grip? Did he die or what?
I don't know,
I don't know. But he made his choice. I really don't think it would do us any good to worry about it.
Sally, did you write down that address for us?
Yeah, I'm almost done. Just writing something on the back to help you out.
Oh, like instructions?
Kinda, yeah.
You know, I really must be off.
Ah, come on. You've got nowhere to be.
You're quite right. Nowhere is precisely where I need to be, and I'm rather in a hurry to get there.
All right, that was pretty good. I'll let that slide.
And, Tadpole and Zephyr stayed on the submarine?
Yeah.
Are they gonna rename it?
Of course not. You gotta keep the Mortuga name. It's like his fingerprint on history.
You say that, but by all accounts, he actually didn't like the submarine very much.
That's true. It wasn't his choice to be there. He spent all his time trying to work out how to leave.
Well, yes, all right. I can see that.
I'd say his fingerprint is right here. It's all of you. It's Symmetry, it's Cynthia, Tadpole, Zephyr, everyone he was kind to, everyone he helped.
Dude, that's real.
But what about the mermaid's tongue?
What about it?
Well, we still don't really know anything about it. How it works, who made it.
Good.
What?
It's good that we don't know. It's right. The mermaid's tongue is a shameless shortcut, a trap for the impatient and the dissolute.
But you don't want to know what the mermaid said?
Oh, I want to know. But as I stand before you now, I can't know. You understand? That's just
the way it's meant to be.
Ah, and we come full circle. Man, what a good game. Ah, so good. So good. Each one of these that they make is better than the last. Werman announced he wasn't going to write the sequel to his novel. Dirk was subsequently released from his contract with Wit and Whimsy. Mariana Moon, avoiding all questions about where she was headed, simply disappeared over the horizon. Madame Tadpole became captain of the Mortuga submarine. Dr. Zephyr stayed on board to continue his research, newly inspired by what he'd witnessed. I like how sinister they
You sure
both
this
look.
is the address Sally wrote down?
Yeah, it must be. She wrote something on the back, too.
Oh yeah, what was that? Instructions?
It's a little poem. You should read it.
Me? You're the poet.
No, you read it.
Okay. Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tethers slowly fraying, floating, helpless
Look
from
how
the
cute
worst
and normal
of
they
jealous
look.
hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Oh, it looks like how they... It looks like how they made their room look. It's how they made their room look on the submarine, and they finally get to actually live there. I knew it was going to be a Tangle Tower tie-in. I knew it! Cute. Yeah, Fifi and Poppy! Oh, what a good game. Not a clue what happened, but nice. Yay! Complete the game. Wait. Ah! 18 out of 21 achievements. I always have to check. I always have to see what I missed. What did I miss? Read the service record label on the fixed compass. Dang it, I was in too much of a rush. Dang it, I was too wrapped up. We did it! I thought that this was gonna take us another day, but how fun. And it took me 12 hours to play. I remember liking Tangled Tower. Man, good job, everybody. Art gallery. Oh, cute! Oh my gosh! The first character I drew in the game, an experienced young mechanic turned newbie submarine captain. I enjoyed playing around with the idea that she would wear nuts, bolts, and spanners in her hair. At one point, I gave her an oversized spanner, which felt too fantastical. When Cynthia was first conceived, her name was Dorothy Drummond. She was less of an intrepid mechanic, more of a goody-two-shoes genius who always knew the right answer. Her hair evoking someone eagerly raising their hand in a classroom. That's so funny. I wanted Cynthia's appearance to suggest her new captain's role was ill-fit for her. I put her in an oversized, authoritative sea captain's jacket, clumsily worn over her mechanic's overalls like an afterthought. In tweaking Cynthia's design for animation, we removed the big collar on her coat. It distracted from her face and it hurt the silhouette. Her movement is relatively understated. I feel she has a great range from faux confident captain to cheeky young girl to nervous teen. She's dealing with a lot and trying hard to mask her stress, so it's fitting. How cute! Wait, I love these. Zephyr's odd profession as a dream doctor was the leading point of my original sketches. I wanted him to look wise, but equally spiritual and eccentric. The tattooed eye on his head was to suggest a third all-seeing eye. Adding the spectacles was a turning point for me. It made him look slightly disassociated and somewhat sinister. This was my first drawing of Zephyr. I always imagined him draped in long, old-fashioned scholar robes. His outfit is inspired by wise men from the ages, such as Charles Darwin and Isaac Newton. This opulent style also ties into his image as an avid collector of strange antiquities. I thought it would be fun to make his hand a literal antique. Zephyr is one of the hardest characters I've ever had to animate. He has everything. Tall, so his proportions are difficult to control. Moves slowly, so needs a lot of drawings. Flowing fabric, tons of secondary motion to manage. I'm extremely proud of how he turned out. Dirk! The most contemporary character in the Grimoire universe. He even wears jeans and sunglasses. I first referenced to old-timey poster boy movie stars, but the final design is inspired by more modern celebrities. Like the majority of male movie stars, we wanted him to have a generic superhero build. I love Adam's drawings so much. Dirk was modeled after popular movie actors you might have seen in blockbusters in the 2010s. He's got skinny legs. He's not a bodybuilder. His muscle is mostly just for aesthetics. I gave him simple dot eyes to make him seem naive and clueless. Adam and I drew character concepts separately, and then we would compare and develop the character further based on a combination of ideas. I originally drew Dirk with blue puppy dog eyes. Adam drew Dirk with naive dot eyes, which felt more in line with his character, so they stuck. Look at the little eyes with the sparkles are so funny. In case you're thinking it, yes, I was consciously evoking Johnny Bravo with the animation smears. Dirk was very fun to pose. Some of these sketches became animation poses with almost no revisions. Dirk draws from a rich lineage of good boys. Cute. Oh my god, this picture is so cute! With symmetry. I love it! I love these so much. Sim was originally considered the prime suspect. To add to her suspicion, we wanted her to be spooky looking. Pale features, white Victorian clothes, a body shaped like a ghost, and a face like a vacant doll. I added an eye on her locket, a symbol that became synonymous with her mentor, Zephyr. Symmetry was originally called Felicity Fogg. Eventually, we realized we shouldn't have a Felicity and a Felicia, so I came up with Symmetry Silk Moth instead. Sim's crystal ball, being known as the Fog Ball, is a vestigial trace of her original name. She's an illusionist in training, so I perched a tiny wizard hat on her head. I gave her magician's gloves and a cape that was too big for her. There was also a phase where I imagined the eye on her locket would always look in the same direction she was looking, one of her tricks. Sim is one of those characters where translating Adam's design into 3 dimensions was a lot of fun. She has a great box-shaped head. It was important to me that it worked from all angles. I ended up giving her some subtle rubber hose arms in motion, making her look a bit more pathetic and adding to her antiquated image by evoking 1930s animation. That worked so well, by the way. It's really cool reading these and seeing like the thought process because that specifically really did work. She felt very like old-timey compared to all the other characters. There were rumors Mortuga was under a curse and couldn't leave the submarine to see the light of day, much like a vampire. He's a visual combination of Sinbad, Captain Nemo, and Count Dracula. I gave him sunken, vampiric features. We wanted him to seem intimidating. I tried to imagine the way this curse might affect his appearance, his hair starting to look like coral. We also needed to show off an important scar on his arm. I came up with the idea of him wearing half of a ripped jacket. Cute. Grip's original inspiration was somewhere between an eccentric snake oil salesman and Willy Wonka. I liked the idea that his face could be wide-eyed and overly friendly and quickly become dark and scheming. Eventually, I started to incorporate the aeronautical theme into his look. I experimented with compass belt buckles, propeller bow ties, eventually the recognizable hot air balloon hat. Once we shrunk down a version of this hat for Cornelius Kane to wear, we knew we found our Grip. Grip was surprisingly hard to animate. We simplified him quite a bit after I came on, but he still has a lot going on and difficult proportions to control. I love how he turned out. I'm pretty sure he has the most unique poses of any Grimoire character ever, too. I hope you appreciate them. A writer who's a little rough around the edges and seemingly always grumpy. Adam was keen on referencing Stephen King for this character, which is where his furrowed brow and pained expression were derived. This is my earliest drawing of Werman. I imagine him with a perpetual 5 o'clock shadow, wrinkled clothes, and a dated haircut. I always felt like he should look like he belongs in the 1970s. At one point, my version of Werman started to look a little too confident. I remedied this by making his hair look less styled, giving him loose clothing and a hunched posture, a bad habit acquired from hours of writing away at his typewriter. To me, Werman is the Professor Pointer of this game. He feels very similar to myself. Adam reduced his chin after I did these sketches, as it didn't feel right for him to have a strong jaw. It results in quite a squidgy, nuanced head shape that makes for very fun facial expressions. It also means you can draw him a bit wrong, and it still looks like him. I loved his design. I know I said that a few times while we were playing, but... Mariana Moon! Her keywords were nomadic, historian, professor, and hobbit. Naturally, tweed jackets, whiskets, and tobacco pipes seem like a fitting combination. She's also an older character. I struggled with capturing her age at first. I imagined Mariana as a wandering countryside historian, an old-fashioned, dapper look, but messy and mud-scuffed from her time crawling in the brambles. Really, the only thing from this drawing we kept was the fact that she has a pipe. Once she was a nomad, I imagined she needed to carry all of her worldly possessions wherever she went. In one image, I drew her wearing all of her clothes at once. I also started drawing her with moon-shaped accessories, which eventually made it into her final design. Bilbo Baggins was referenced a fair bit in discussions of Mariana's mannerisms. This came across especially in the bottom middle drawing. This, which made it into animation with only a little alteration. I like to imagine she always knows a little bit more than she's letting on and isn't above teasing you with that fact. Madam Tadpole, a peculiar character, as you're not sure if she's human or fish. At one point, I really lent into the idea of her being a human fish and drew her with fish-styled features, put barnacles on her body, and gave her hair made of seaweed that she styled to look like a fin. Tadpole was a very difficult character to design. We had to change her head shape several times before we finally landed on something we were happy with. In the name of simplifying the design, we also removed some of the extra details I initially wanted, like shark bite marks on her arms. As a retired circus performer, her unique appearance feels like an old stage costume. I drew clothes that were a cross between a swimsuit and a costume, even giving her theatrical faux lashes and stage makeup. She salvages items from the sea to decorate her room. I loved the idea of her wearing pirate treasure as jewelry. Cute. Tadpole's body language is usually understated, even graceful, but occasionally she'll break out into a broad motion that makes use of her huge arms in a way that's striking. I wanted to give her shark teeth at first, but it ended up being too distracting. There are several clues in the game that show what the extended Fellow family looked like. It was important we spent some time drawing them. Designing them together meant I was able to balance their likeness to one another and consciously make them look related. Some cleaned up art to confirm the final designs for several side characters, including their meeples for the model town. From top left, Baroness Fortuna, Governor Fellow, Selena Stonetop, Damien Dusk, and Felicia Stonetop. Cute! First scene in the game, the original idea was to have players think they might already be on board a ship. This space is very wooden. The abandoned inn has wood slats on the windows, which we use to create dramatic lighting when the green light of the submarine appears. We wanted to see the idea of the themes of Silkworm on Sea by showing a lot of sea serpent imagery. Very cool. There's a lot. There's a lot to look at. Oh, yeah, wait, this. Tell me about these paintings, dude. I wanted to seed the idea of the themes of Silkworm on Sea by showing a lot of sea serpent imagery. Right. Another great way to show characters from the past is through paintings. A new dimension to the game was having 3D clues. It meant we had to design the backs of objects. It became a great way to hide extra secrets and pieces of storytelling. Cute, cute. Some plans for the Felicia painting, referencing several generations of Stonetop Lemon. I think the way that they designed the submarine was really cool. Like a combination of an actual sailing ship and a submarine. One of my big tasks was to design the Mortuga submarine itself, a cross between an old sailing ship and a metal submarine. It also needed to believably house most of the locations within the game. The front of the submarine needed a large viewing deck, which would later inform the look of the control room. During my research, I found an image of a submarine that looked like a shark, which inspired me to characterize the submarine with a face like it was a sea creature. At one point, I collaged together various fish images to try and create interesting silhouettes that felt familiar and also alien. How cool, dude. I remember seeing fishing boats on a trip to Vietnam that had eyes painted on the front of every boat. One of the reasons for this was to scare away sea monsters. I loved this idea and added a similar feature to the back of the submarine. Here, Catherine arrives at the final design for the Mortuga submarine. One of the last major changes we made was to the scope of the wooden sailing ship, the Dearest Selena. We realized it needed to be much smaller and simpler, as it could apparently be crewed by 2 people. Yeah. How cool, man. I wonder what they say about the vitamin D pills. Let's find out. Originally, these tablets had a garlic symbol so that they could act as a red herring in relation to circulating rumors about Mortuga being a vampire, but we later changed the symbol to a sun to represent the vitamin D tablets. Any other clues you guys want to look at? Tremble mouse. What? A clue that eventually got cut. I was gonna say, I don't remember this at all. This cute little mouse belonged to Sim and Cynthia. Originally, his table was made of a cotton reel with a beer mat on top, and his seat was an eraser. Baby. Oh, this little guy with his cheese was a charming little character to work on. Although he was ultimately cut from the game, it was nice to craft a sense of his space and general vibes. We had the idea he would be animated. We had to keep that in mind as we were modeling. I'm sorry. Basically, there were too many clues, and I had to get rid of some. Even now, there are too many clues. Tremble Mouse was intended to illustrate Sim and Cynthia's desire to live in a cozy countryside cottage, which they were doing vicariously through the mouse. A clue that eventually got cut. Right. Right. We saw it all. Oh, baby. Is this based on a real thing? Based on Victorian era mourning envelopes. I didn't even know that was a thing. They were used to communicate news of someone's death. We knew we needed the embossed shape of the necklace key on the envelope. We took this opportunity to design it. At one point, I had the wooden boy... Oh my god. Bowie's face feature on the key's design to suggest they were linked. I swear, if I walk away from this game calling them boys, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. Has enough of my pronunciation of things not been taken from me? Have I not been ripped clean of so much of my verbal culture? Can I not keep Bowie, please? Please? Okay. Oh yeah, this. The bottle cap was a creepy skull. It felt much more Zephyr when we modeled it to mirror the dream helmet. It proved tricky to visualize a cephalopod creature squashed into a bottle. This is very cool. I love that they give you all of that to look at. Says the expat. Yeah, exactly. Literally the reason for my crash out. What a cool game. I'm glad we finished it. Yeah, quit. We finished it. Oh my god. Yeah, we can start Scarlet Deer Inn tomorrow. Yeehaw. Mermaid mask. Done. Swap to just chatting. For the bit before I have to leave. I did. I loved it. I had a blast with that game. That was very fun. I also liked the fourth wall break at the end. There's a VA in chat? Who? Amazing. Hello. Tis you. Well, welcome. Thanks for swinging by to watch and say hi. Are you the voice of Grimoire? That's what chat is saying. It's Grimoire himself. I voiced Grimoire and I made you say boy. And now I have to ban you. I'm kidding. No, Edwin, when Grimoire said it that way the first time, I was like, what the shit? I've never heard somebody pronounce it that way. And then nobody says that word for so long in the game. And I was like, I feel like I'm going crazy. I need someone other than Grimoire to say this word. I need someone other than Grimoire to say this word. And then Sally said Bowie, and I felt validated. So. But you did an amazing job. And hopefully we will hear your dulcet tones again in the next game, whenever that may happen. The voice actor for Grip also did Werman. Oh my gosh. Voice actors are so talented, man. Hoping there will be a next game. You know, I think it would be pretty neat. I think it would be pretty neat. This one was so much bigger. It had so much more to it than the last games. And judging by the fourth wall break dialogue, the team really felt it. But I appreciated it and I loved it, so I hope it does well. I agree. I was saying the first day when we played it and we were meeting all the characters, I was saying that I felt like all the characters really, like, the voice acting was all done in a way where they all felt like they were in the same universe, you know? They all had kind of like a strange calmness, if that makes sense. What cryptid would they use for the fourth? Oh gosh, who knows? I think more you could ask like what would be the aesthetic, because the aesthetic of all of them has been so different. Yeah, send them to the desert. Yeah, I also am curious about the silver snake thing because it does feel like that was kind of, I don't want to say dropped, but like such a big part of the lore you uncover is that they found this like serpent and they were gonna like go live in the water with the serpent because they loved it so much. The first one, the first one is the swamp one. I think on Steam it's literally just called Detective Grimoire though, but it's The Secret of the Swamp, I think. And then the second one was Tangled Tower. Yeah. I mean, in a game like this, I think the hardest thing probably is writing people in a way where everybody's a little suspicious, you know? And it isn't until, since all of the games progress in the same way, where you find a bunch of evidence, you talk to everybody, you're like, hey, what do you think about this guy? Oh, you think he sucks? Interesting, 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 right? And you ask them about every little thing that you find. And then once you have enough reason to think somebody's like weird, you can interrogate them. And in order for that to really work, everybody has to have something suspicious about them. Everybody has to have a reason for you to be like, okay, but what what is going on with this, you know? If I'm only mildly good at puzzles, but they interest me, is this game going to be good for me or will it frustrate me? Um, I only had one puzzle really make me want to throw my computer out the window, so uh but there is a built-in hint system. But the hint system doesn't apply to like helping you solve the puzzles. So, I don't know. Also, the hexapod dream was showing the same thing as Freya's painting in Twisted Towers. Oh. I gotta be honest, I just kind of discarded everything from the dream stuff because we realized that the images that they thought were dreams were just Sims illusions. Yeah, I'm curious if we learn more about the spooky dream that people keep having in these games. That's so funny. I think it's been like so long since I played Tangle Tower that I honestly don't remember much about it. I love how open-ended the motives of Mortuga were. It lets you make your own conclusions about what he was going to do with the mask. Yeah, I also like that. Because I was looking through everything going, what do we have that tells us what Mortuga would have intended with the mask? And the answer is we don't have anything. No matter what you choose, it's kind of like, well, maybe this, but who knows? That he's dead, right? Like we really don't know. Having never played the series, seeing that the paranormal was real surprised me so much. When an actual ass mermaid showed up, you were like, bro? Huh? That's a big lady. That's a big lady. You know, wherever Grip is, if he somehow didn't drown, I hope he's having a good life. Yeah, I liked that too. That they were like, yeah, mermaids are gigantic. And we all agree. It's just that's just how it is. Huge woman, as it should be. The last act of bravery from a true coward. I guess. I guess you could interpret it that way. Homie just wanted to talk to the mermaid. Sometimes obsession be like that. Oh, goodness. Dude, when are these people gonna get paid? Let them get paid, please. If we don't get another game, it's gonna be because Grimoire had to quit and start working at McDonald's. Please, someone pay him. I'm begging. If you get paid in the game, you get paid in real life. Let's go. Let's go. Take cases from the drive-thru. Will you eventually sell tiny mush plush earrings? It's not on my list of to-dos, but who knows? I should start a list of unhinged merch ideas. I should. That's a good idea. Ugh. How many hours? Oh my gosh, 2 hours left. 2.5 hours left on Mini Mushy. Crazy. Wit and Whimsy wins again. I just want them to make enough games that eventually we have like the Survivors All-Stars. A game where all of the characters are returning characters. We did. We've sold 530 of them. Crazy. I was just desperately hoping we would hit the minimum. So I'm delighted. Next game will be Devils because of the focus on contracts in this game. Oh gosh. I still think we need to do a craft stream where we make a mushroom cap that attaches to my headphones so that when I put my headphones on, there's a mushroom cap. And then I'll never sit normal again. Yeah. Yeah. In the next game, I hope Dirk is the most famous actor ever. That would be sick. I'd love that. Yeah, or Grimoire and Dirk are both working at McDonald's together. I would love a Return of the Craft streams. I got so much done during study hall streams. I would also love a Return of the Craft streams. Return of the Craft. Yes, again. Return of the Craft. I think that would be great. Did Dirk ever actually say why he didn't want to do another film? Yeah, there was a whole section of the game about it. That he was basically locked into a contract for this one movie series, and it meant that he couldn't take on any other roles. But that meant that he just wasn't working until production started on the next movie, and he was getting offered a bunch of roles. And so he was like, I need to get out of this so my life can continue. Bad contract. That was his storyline. Ugh. All right, I gotta head out in about 5 minutes to pick up the mushling. But I'm so glad that we got to play through all of that. We can start Scarlet Deer Inn tomorrow. We did a poll yesterday asking chat if we wanted to play Tormentum 2 or Scarlet Deer Inn next, and Scarlet Deer Inn won by a landslide. We do love a Metroidvania around here. Yeah, Edwin, thank you so much for swinging by. You did fantastic. It was a delight to hear your voice throughout the game. Wait, that's really funny. They try to make a Grimoire movie, except they change all of the names so that they don't have to pay him anything. But it's like clearly based off of one of his old cases. I'd crash out, man. Yes, Detective Tome. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, he has to solve a mystery on the set and is slowly like realizing that every aspect of the movie is ripped from his cases. And then they can reference all of the other games because all of the characters will be like really shitty versions of past characters. You're welcome, guys. That one's for free. Free ideas. Free ideas. Timu Grimoire. No. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's read off the activity feed and then I'm gonna head out. But we'll be back tomorrow. Same Duke time, same Duke channel. Chris Alfayette, thank you for the 32 months. Bobby the Dragon for the 66er. Poon for the 34. Calorus, thank you again for the raid. I think you also rated us yesterday, so thanks so much for that. Riku Chiki, thank you for the 66 months. Misharibo, thank you for gifting a sub to Edwin. Edwin, welcome to the cat gang. And Zareth, thank you for the 121 months. Hot dog. Free fan fiction just for you. Wait, guys, before we go, should we look and see how much Detective Grimoire fan fiction there is on Archive of Our Own? We have to know. Does it exist? Searching. Oh! There is! Wait, go away! The site's like, I've never seen you before. Okay, hold up. There's 60! There's 60 fic. You're welcome. Anyways. Let's... Is it erotic? I have no idea. Edwin, you're gonna have to find out for yourself, man. That's for you. That's between you and fanfic Jesus. All right. Where am I gonna send you? Oh, let's send you to oh my gosh, I'm such a goofball. Annie Fuchsia. God, I was like, why can't I remember the first part of her name? They're doing the Mecha Chameleon lobbies. Uh-oh, cancel? Did I spell it wrong? Hold up. Shh, sips. I did spell it wrong. Annie. Oh my god. Is that how you spell fuchsia? Okay. Go say hi, spread love and joy. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.